Hi guys, welcome. Okay, I'm back for the first live stream of the day. Um, she fell asleep early. So much for me getting on her or on a set schedule. But anyway, so I'm here now. Um, just me and my boy hanging out here. Oh, I gotta plug this phone in. Hang on for 1 second. Where did the stupid charger go? Oh, there it is. I look horrible in the daylight with no makeup on, but you know what? We're just gonna live with it for right now because I don't know what the day holds, and I want to make sure that I get a live stream in. And thing. All right. First person that I have here is Chloe for love. I'm missing cards, so there they are. And I got to take the opportunity while she's asleep because who knows? She wakes up and then forget about it. She's fully terror. Okay, when it comes to love, you're about to embark on a new journey, and it comes with it good luck, or you have good luck around a new journey with a new person. It could be with a water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. Love life starts to move forward, no longer holding yourself back. Your love life changes for the better quickly. You also have a Taurus around you coming in, so you could have a couple of options. We've got Stephanie. How did T feel? How T felt of me texting him. How did T feel from me texting him? Okay, a couple of things come up around him. So Eight of Pentacles is hard work. I don't know, he may start to put more effort into you and him communicating, but the Three of Cups is in reverse. So there is third-party interference in this situation. Overall, he might be a little bit concerned or worried. There's worry around the situation. But he also may be putting in some more work. I would be careful trusting him because there's somebody else around him. He's got the Three of Cups here in reverse. So he may be excited to hear from you. He may be thinking that things are going to move forward, or he may think that you're still in the game, so to speak. But there's somebody else around him. So I would be careful with that. I mean, unless you don't care. Some people don't care. Did he watch my IG after the text this morning? Well, I get a 33% chance he did, so he may have looked at it. Yeah, it's possible. Tiffany, what good things are headed my way? What good things are headed my way? You got some financial stuff happening that's pretty nice. You may have financial gains or feeling a little bit more stable. You could be starting a new business, a side business or something of that nature that brings in extra money. Seven of Pentacles in reverse is feeling like the hard work that you've put into your career or side business is now starting to pay off. You also may have a Virgo come in. That could be very significant. Stephanie, general for this week. Feeling a little bit more balanced this week, feeling a little happier. You got the sun coming out, which is an excellent omen for the week. Not feeling so burdened by the weight of the world being on your shoulders, and your intuition is heightened. Five of Pentacles in reverse. You could be paying off a bill, a debt, or a loan. Cause for celebration comes in before the end of the week. You may come across a new love interest. Should be a pretty decent week. Red. Did Jay sleep with the lady at the bar? Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Miss Levon, General. No longer holding yourself back makes your life change for the better quickly. Slow and steady may be winning the race here when it comes to a certain significant relationship in your life. If you're not with anyone right now, you have a Capricorn coming in. You also have a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. You may be working on a creative project that you get a lot out of. Stepping into your own power, cutting through bullshit, laying down the law, takes your life to the next level or earns you respect that you never felt you had before. Let's go back up to the top. Jennifer, love. You're going to have choices when it comes to love. Being at the right place at the right time brings in a water sign. Could be a Scorpio. Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer, but you got a Scorpio around you. This relationship, if you decide to move forward with it, will be very well balanced, and you'll be getting a lot. It's like a mutual relationship. It's where both people are putting in equal effort, and there's no games. It's like, you know, two people they're on the same page. You got good luck coming in around your love life, and you have a wish, put it out into the universe. Hangman in reverse. Life starts to move forward quickly, no longer feeling stuck. Inez, love. You have a wish around love, put it out into the universe. You might be holding yourself back, or you may be holding on to something that's holding you back. It looks like life changes for the better quickly when it comes to your love life, when you let go of things that aren't working. You have an earth sign coming in. Could be a Capricorn. Listen to your intuition. This person should be persistent. And it looks like you're moving on to greener pastures. When you make the decision to leave things in the past that no longer work for you, other opportunities come in. That goes like without say, though, for most people. Most people hold on to things and so focused on one thing, they don't see everything else, and then it holds them back. But once you kind of pull away from what's not working, life starts to move forward. Shayavish, love. Get an air sign around you. Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. You may feel recently like they hurt you or they weren't giving you exactly what you needed, but I think that the winds of change are starting to blow. A little more passion's coming in and they're a little bit more prepared. It also looks here like you might need to have a little bit of patience with the situation, but listen to your intuition and there could be success. And Yukriti, what will be H's actions and intentions for me next? He may be looking to spend more time with you, or he may be showing you a little bit more respect. So putting a little bit more effort into this relationship and things moving forward in the near future. Alessandra L, love. If you've recently been hurt or you're going through a heartbreak of some type, feeling unsuccessful, feeling disrespected, you're not going to hold yourself back. Things are going to move forward. But if you've recently gone through a rough time, you're still kind of in that, or it's still sort of around. At a certain point, though, you're going to turn the corner, and you have the Eight of Wands, which means that things change for the better quickly. You have an earth sign coming in, possibly a Capricorn, when it comes to love. And that Capricorn may be working hard at getting your attention or pushing the relationship forward. Isa 2, love. Ah. You got happiness that comes out around love. If you're not with anyone right now, you got a Sagittarius coming in. This person will come in out of the blue when you least expect it as a new love interest. They may be somebody that's around your world right now and you just haven't noticed them. Three of Cups, you got cause for celebration coming in around a new journey with a new person that could lead to the happy home. It could be a long-term relationship. Jenna, general. Okay, if you've been suffering from anxiety, it's moving into the past. It also looks like you have cause for celebration that comes in around passion and choices. So if you're not with anyone right now, you're going to have choices. You got a water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. You have a Taurus around you. You also may be thinking about going back to school and learning a new area of study. Could be for business, could be for pleasure. Eight of Pentacles to me is hard work. It's always positive. That's how I feel anyway. The sun is about to come out over your life, feeling well prepared. And you could be spending a lot of time with an Aquarius. You also have a Capricorn around you. They just may be significant people. They may be close friends, but they may be like important people in your life moving forward. What happened? Sue, general. Walking away from things that no longer serve you. You may be holding yourself back right now, but you're going to turn a corner. Good luck comes in, passion comes in, anxiety moves into the past, and your life starts to move forward. You're earning respect. You also have choices coming in. You're going to be faced with a number of choices when it comes to career, when it comes to love, and when it comes to life in general. Judgment, divine timing is going to guide some of it. Being at the right place at the right time never hurts. Tyquina, general. Indecision. You may be faced with a decision that you have to make and you're just not sure. You may be weighing both sides of the equation and still be unprepared to make a decision. Don't rush into anything quickly. You can take your time. You got divine timing on your side. Walking away from things inevitably that no longer serves you moves disappointment and heartbreak into the past. Moving forward, no longer holding yourself back brings in good fortune or good luck. If you're not with anyone right now, you do have, well, regardless, if you're with someone or not, the love cup is full coming up. If you're not with anyone, you got a Taurus coming in. Laying down the law, setting up boundaries, earns you respect and pushes your life forward. Don't be afraid to assert yourself and let people know what you need. It also looks like you're heading towards all 10 cups being full. You may not be there yet, but you're on your way. TD, general for the week. You are about to embark on a personal transformation. and it looks like it brings in good karma, or good karma is coming in around you, and then that starts a personal transformation. Feeling a little bit more balanced, getting a new beginning, feeling a little bit more financially stable, heading towards all 10 cups being full. Looks like when it comes to love or people in your social life, you have an earth sign around you, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. You have an air sign, Leo, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. It also looks like you're heading over to greener pastures, and you're leaving behind negativity, pessimism, and things that didn't work out the way you wanted them to. Success comes in. You got a Capricorn coming in here too. You got stuff happening, but it also looks like life is moving forward. I mean, I can't tell you that all these people are coming in this week, although they could. I mean, it's happened before. Sagittarius is here too. Significant people, personal transformation starts this week. Good karma, feeling a little more financially stable. It's a good week. It's a pretty decent week. Sue, will I get acceptance offer from Mayo this cycle? Yes, you should. It keeps coming up, yes. I think that you get in. I really do. Let's see. Go back up to the top. Martha X, love. You got some nice stuff happening. You may have a new love interest enter if you're not with anyone right now. You got a Sagittarius coming in. Be careful that you don't find yourself in a three-party situation or get involved with somebody that's already involved with somebody else. If you know, right, and that's your decision, that's fine. I don't like when people get blindsided. You know, start dating someone and then they find out that they've been with somebody else, like the whole time. Like, that shit pisses me off. If you're honest and upfront with the person and you know what you're getting involved in, then that's your business. You also have an Aquarius around you that could be significant, and a Libra. So you're going to have some choices regardless. Love life is starting to undergo a personal transformation. You may make a decision to conduct your love life in a different way. That might sound really strange, but you just may start handling things differently. And it's for the better. You have better success around it. Type Queen, a career reading. You got some good karma and a wish around career. So put that out into the universe. Four of Cups. There's an offer around that you're not seeing yet, or you have a skill that you don't realize that you have that you could use to make money on the side. Either way, the Four of Cups, even if you don't see it right now, it will be presented to you. You're going to have choices around your career. Career is moving forward, not backwards, and it's moving forward pretty quickly with passion. I don't know if you do something in the creative field, because you've got a creative project around you. Judgment card brings you to the right place at the right time, and you're prepared for your celebration around your career. Someone from your past may come back that may offer you a job or help you with something. A familiar face from the past comes back that could push your career forward. It looks good. Looks like you're on the right path. Tab, general for the week. This week, you're starting to feel a little bit more balanced. The love cup is full. If you're not with anyone, you could meet a Virgo that's significant. Generally speaking, this week is a good week. You got some good luck or good timing happening this week. You may be starting a new journey, or there could be spontaneity around love this week that's kind of exciting and fun. Mustafa, general for the next 2 weeks. Okay, over the next 2 weeks, you're working really hard with the Eight of Pentacles. It could be work, school, whatever it is. You're putting in a lot of time, you're putting in a lot of effort, and it pays off. Brings in good karma, and your wish comes true. It also looks like, um, spiritually speaking, you may be connecting to your own spirituality over the next 2 weeks, and you may be beginning a new practice or learning something new when it comes to, I don't know, new spiritual practice of some type. I think that the next 2 weeks, you might be, now you were asking about catching up on schoolwork. I think that's maybe where your focus is over the next couple of weeks. And I would definitely advise that. Get that out of the way. This way you can focus on other things. Araceli, if I take Wednesday and Thursday, will I see T? If I take Wednesday and Thursday, will I see T? Yeah, I think you will. Yep, I think you will. Um, Insight on the situation with Jay and I'm devastated. All right, I don't know exactly what happened, but if there, listen, sex is sex, right? One night stands happen. I mean, I had a friend of mine. I had a friend of mine, like, her mom used to call her a prude. Like, that's just how our mom used to be like, oh, you're just such a prude. Because she was like, she just was a little uptight. And she's had one night stands. She had, I think, two that like from when we used to go out drinking. Me, meanwhile, nobody calls me uptight. Meanwhile, and that never happened to me. Just because, don't touch me, don't come in. I don't like people in my space. That would just never happen to me. If my friend was uptight, I'm 10 times more uptight. I just don't. I don't do things like that. But here's the thing: the contradiction with life in general is that something that should mean so much oftentimes doesn't, and things that mean nothing sometimes do. You know what I mean? So if he did screw around with someone, I mean, what does it mean? It doesn't have to mean anything. Okay, there is indecision around the situation, and there is a big fight coming. I don't know where you are in the relationship right now, but it does look like you're going to get a little bit more respect. You might feel like you have no choice, and you may be feeling very impatient. Fool is in reverse, which means whatever happened, you're going to find out. The cat's going to be out of the bag, and there's going to be no going back. You'll have to deal with whatever happened and move forward. Love cup is in reverse, so that's not a great sign. Doesn't mean that things can't change, third party situation. There is, yeah, I think something did happen. But that's the thing, not everything that happens means something. It's not always such a big deal. And like I say this all the time. You have a big fight with someone, Ross and Rachel, they break up, they have a big fight, he goes out and he messes around with the girl from the copy machine. What did it mean? Nothing. And she tortured him for years over that. To me, that's nothing. If you're in a relationship with somebody and they've been having an affair with someone for 2 years, 3 years, 10 years, that to me is a huge problem. Because what that says to me is, I don't have the balls to leave. That's what it says to me. I don't have the balls to leave. I don't know exactly what's happening in your situation, but I think that there's going to be another big fight, another big blow up that comes. Shit's going to get revealed, and then you'll be able to make your decision as to how you want to move forward. You may be feeling unbalanced. Hermit in reverse. Be careful with the Hermit in reverse, because I don't know if it's you or if it's him, but somebody is going to take the attitude like, I'm not going to tell people what's going on because I don't want to hear it from them. And I mean, I did this. I can't say that this is not something that I've lived, but you will move on to greener pastures. Now, that doesn't mean that you have to leave him behind. It just means that you might have to get through what you have to get through to get to the next level. In all these situations, at the end of the day, you make the decision. People put up with what they're willing to put up with. And like I've said, I know plenty of women that know damn well that their guy has been cheating on them for years and they just don't give a shit. If you don't care, and then that's your business. And if you do care, there is opportunity to work things out and straighten out the situation. but it's going to take work. It doesn't happen overnight. He's feeling a little bit unprepared. He may be feeling hurt. How do you like that? And there is a tower moment around the situation, or this could be actually what's going on now. But with the Fool in reverse, you're gonna find out the truth. You're gonna know what happened, and then it's gonna be your decision as to whether or not you move forward. Moon in reverse is more of like a secret is revealed. Like, to me, that's more of like the secret comes out. I've been seeing Sally behind your back for 10 years. Like, that's different. The Fool in reverse is like a situation, it comes out. We can deal with it. We could move forward or we can end things, but it's your choice. So I would do your best to have a conversation. It shows an argument, and I would always suggest not arguing, although arguing is better than not speaking, because fighting with one another is not going to get, like, you're not going to get to where you need to be by having an argument. Like I said, I don't know if you guys are a couple or what's going on, or if you've been like a steady committed couple for a while and now somebody else has showed up. Doesn't look like that. This looks like this may have been a fling. It could have been like because of an argument, or because of I'm going to get back at you for something. It doesn't look like it's a lasting thing. I wouldn't worry so much about it, because I think you guys can get past it if you put the effort in. The problem is both people need to be on the same page. So see if you can have a conversation about it. And then you might decide that you don't want to move forward. Sometimes it's a lot easier to go out and find somebody else than it is to repair a situation. Come on. My goodness. All right. I think it's working now. It's working on this one. Oh, yeah. It's working. Okay. Liz Brown. How does Carlos feel about me? How does Carlos feel about me? Thinks that you're intelligent, intuitive, hardworking, grounded, down to earth, stable, kind, reliable, loyal, attractive, spontaneous, lucky, and attractive comes up again. Araceli, what about if I choose Tuesday and Thursday? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Nina, why does a friend always ask me to lend her money even though I tell her I can't? Huh, that's interesting. She's burdened by money. She feels unstable. She feels like there's no balance in her life, and she feels like she's going nowhere. She feels like you're one of her choices. I think that she just asks because she's hoping that she's going to get lucky. It's funny. I would never ask anybody for anything, but that's just me. That's how I am. I don't think that that's a good way to be. Last year, last well, the last couple of years, things were really rough after I lost my job at A&P, because that job covered my mortgage payment and my car loan. So things were really tight. And looking back, I don't know, like last year, money was so bad that I don't even know how I made it through, but I did. Somehow I did. Anyway, and I'm in a better place now. I'm not 100% better, but I'm better. So my advice to anyone struggling with money is to just not give up, because money is a flow of energy, and you might be blocking it yourself with your own thoughts, and I think that I was. I also think it had something to do with my lack of self-worth. I didn't think that I was worth it. I didn't think that I deserved it, whatever. But I had a friend, like this year we had gone for a walk and we were talking about it, and she was like, why didn't you just ask me to borrow 20 bucks? And I was like, I don't know. I just don't think about asking people. Like, I mean, it would have to be something that I would be like desperate for. Like, I would ask somebody for a ride to work if I didn't have coverage and I was on my way to work and the car broke down and I couldn't get in touch with anyone. Then I would be like, oh my God, I'm desperate. Can you take me to work? But I don't know. I just don't ask people for things. So in a way, she's asking you whether you can or whether you can't. I think that it's good. I think it's healthy when people know how to ask for help, because I'll starve before I ask anyone to pay for my dinner. Like, that's just me. At one point, I got really thin just because I wasn't spending money on food because money was so tight. And just won't ask anybody for anything. Like, that's just me. And one of my friends said to me last year, you have to learn how to accept help. You have to learn how to accept help. So I think that it's good that she asks you, even if you can't, even if you have to turn her down, at least she knows. I think there's also the other extreme where people will just ask and take. But I don't, I think that it's healthy for her to know how to ask if she needs something. I mean, it's different if she's like, "Can I borrow $100 because I want to go out drinking tonight?" That's different. But if she really needs something, I think it's healthy that she knows how to ask. Meanwhile, on the other hand, like, I'm so willing to give everyone my last dime. I mean, I've done it many times. Ronnie, is my full-time job going to give a bonus? Yeah. Yeah, you got 3 aces. You should get a bonus. Nina, when will she stop doing that? She probably won't. Well, it could be sometime this fall. Now, I know a woman who, she's not even a great friend of mine, but she'll ask, you know, like, she'll ask you for anything. Like, that's just who she is. She knows how to ask for help. She knows how to get help from people, and people do things for her. So I think that you got to find the in between of somebody like that and somebody like me. She could stop, but I don't think there's any harm in asking. If you're not giving her any money and it's not costing you anything and you don't have to worry about her paying you back, so she asks, so what? Just tell her, listen, I don't have it. I mean, times are tough. Shit's expensive. TD, Aries intentions towards me in the near future. First card, Knight of Cups, showing up on the white horse, love interest. His intentions, the love cup here is full. His intentions are to come forward. He's prepared. These cards better be. They show that his intentions are to come forward and spend more time with you or get the show on the road. You should be hearing from him more or seeing him more often. I don't understand people that cheat for years, because it's like, why don't you just have the balls to leave? Like, how, number one, how embarrassing is it to everyone in the situation? But number two, life is way too short to be fucking miserable. And on top of that, it holds everybody back. If I'm with him and he's cheating with her, right? If he really wants to be with her, then he should go with her, because then somebody new will come in for me. But as long as you're pretending to be in a relationship with me and you're not really, it holds everybody back. So I don't understand the long-term cheaters, but it's definitely an epidemic. Phantom, what changes can I expect soon? What changes can I expect soon? Starting a new journey, cause for celebration comes in that leads to the happy home. You could be making decisions, either moving homes, changing homes, upgrading the homes. This is general, so it's kind of hard to say what Four of Wands could stand for, because it's usually, it's very promising too for taking a relationship to the next level. So that's positive too, that may be happening. Um, Other changes that you have coming in, moving on to greener pastures. Intuition is heightened. Paying off a bill, a debt, or a loan that's been hanging over your head. Tara, how long will the relationship with the new guy last? You could last through the spring. I mean, I can't tell you that something is ever going to end or that something is going to be forever because free will is involved. So if you ask the cards and the springtime comes, I mean, you could have a breakup in the spring, you could get back together in the summer. That's possible. So I can't tell you that like March 1st the relationship is over because that's up to you to decide. But it looks like things could be pretty decent until the spring. Sue, will I reach my new goal weight for Mayo interview? Yeah, I got a 70% chance, yes, you will. So anyhow, my dad, talking to my dad this morning, he's like, what are you doing about your weight? And I know that everyone says that I look thinner, but maybe you guys didn't know me before. You know, like maybe you've only started watching, so you don't realize like my whole life I was never this heavy ever. So he suggested that I try Golo. I don't know if anyone's ever heard of it. I'm not one for diet pills. I mean, not that I haven't taken them in the past. I've taken every single one. I just feel like number one, either they don't work, or number two, what's going to happen when you go off the diet pills? You can't stay on that forever. But if anyone has tried Golo, let me know what you think. He's like, he's like, what are you doing about your weight? And I'm like, man, I'm exercising every day. Okay. I'm running every other day, and every other day I'm doing a high intensity workout, which those workouts suck. No, it's because I'm heavy and it's hard for me to do those types of exercises now. When I have a totally new respect for people that have weight to lose that come to like my yoga class now, because now I realize how hard it is when you have that much weight to lose. Where I never realized how difficult, like doing mountain climbers, like I want to die. I'm like 30 seconds of mountain climbers, this is killing me. I'm like, I used to go out and run for miles and not even think twice about it. But it's a huge you realize how much harder everything is when you have extra weight. So anyhow, so and I'm like, and I'm intermittent fasting, and I've been pretty religious about it, like really cutting down the hours that I take food in. So maybe he's right. Maybe I do need some kind of boost. I'm not 20 anymore. Although I've always had to watch my weight. I could never eat willy nilly. I always had to stay on top of it, and I always had to exercise. But I mean, this is like I'm really like at a plateau. It's very frustrating. Julie, do you see Rich and I together around this time next year? Okay, let's see. Mm-hmm. Yep, you got divine timing around this situation. It's not to say, like, free will, you could end things tomorrow. But if you decide to work on the relationship and stay in it, I believe you will be together next year. Joseph, is my Virgo friend Carlotta a good fit for me? Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Oh, yeah. And it looks like you guys not only would be a good fit, but you would both be working hard on the situation. Red, as of now, will it be worth it for me to work it out in long term? I want to come out on top. Okay. As of now, is it worth it for me to try to work things out? Well, it's a tough call. I'm getting a 70% chance yes, but it's going to take work. It's going to take work. It's like you could put a whole lot of effort. It's like if you have an old car, you could put money into it, you could get it running, right? You can get it working, but you may be better off with a brand new car and starting off fresh. I mean, it's your decision. I think that for a lot of us, it's very hard to let go of something, And that's what keeps us wanting to put effort in when it's just been going downhill for a long time. And I don't know why it is so hard for us to let go. I don't, but most people, how many people in here are like, am I going to hear from my ex? Am I going to hear from my ex? Am I going to hear from my ex? Well, what about meeting someone new? What about meeting someone that you don't have past horrible history with? It's very hard. It's very hard. People don't like to let go. But meanwhile, if you look at the relationship, for most of the people, they're not great relationships to begin with. So what is it that you're really holding on to? Ashley, will Joe regret losing me? Eventually, yeah, it's going to take a long time because he doesn't feel like he's lost you. Not now. He thinks that you're still standing there waiting for him. So it's going to take time. Yeah, it's going to take time before he realizes. Phantom, general love. Phantom, general love. Got a wish around love. Put that out into the universe. It may be slow and steady wins the race, but you are starting a new journey. Got an air sign around you. Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. You got success coming in around love. You're prepared for it, and you're coming into a time of good luck. So I'm looking out for it. I would look out for an air sign. Mustafa. Finally got all the ingredients I need to perform the love ritual on Miriam. Will I perform this love ritual successfully with no mistakes? Yes. And it's well balanced, or balance comes back to your life. Ina's general love. You got happiness coming out around your love life. It may be slow and stagnant for a while, though. You may not be getting a new beginning right away, but when you do get a new beginning, it transforms your life. Got a Pisces coming in here who could be significant. You may meet them through divine timing. You also have a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. Laying down the law, setting up boundaries brings your love life to the next level. I think you're moving forwards and not backwards, though. Maybe a little stagnant for a couple of months, and then these new people come in. New options. Mel, sometimes not wanting to let go of someone that is bad is an ego thing. Yes, I also think too. I think it's definitely an ego thing. And something else and people don't want to be alone. Nobody wants to be alone, like not for 5 seconds. Like you have to have so many people that I read for. They have a boyfriend who they can't fucking stand. They don't give a shit about him, and they're dating other people. But they just can't. They can't be single. They can't be single. I'll never forget my first mentor that I had. I mean, this was my mentor when I went through yoga teacher training. She was getting married, and she was getting married like around the time teacher training was ending, if I'm remembering it correctly. And she posted this whole big thing on Facebook about how she had this dream that she was single and she was going to clubs and she was looking for a man. And when she woke up, she was so grateful that she would never have to go through that again. And I like read the thing, and at the time, I was like, I was off and on with Gary. So I was like, oh, she's happy that she's not gonna ever have to fucking be me. But meanwhile, it's like there's no guarantees with anything. My mother was married 20 years, and what happened? There's no guarantees. But it's like for some people, it's like fate worse than death if you're single for 5 minutes. And to me, I think that the problem is that they hold on to things, and then it blocks up the energy. It just stops, because it's like the presence of somebody else is there, especially if it's a situation where you're living with somebody. Like their presence is there. Anyway, but I do agree about that ego thing. They don't want to let it go. But that also, all of that comes down to like self-worth. Like if you believe that you're rising above it or that you're better than whatever this shitty situation is, then who cares if he's with somebody else? Let somebody else deal with him. You know what I mean? Like let him cheat on someone else. Let him not call somebody else back. Let him make somebody else fucking wait for him not to show up. Because I don't want to do that anymore. I've done that. It's not fun. So I think a lot of that ego stuff is like, like it comes back to self-worth, because you wouldn't want to put up with that. I don't want to wait by the front door waiting for someone to show up that's not going to show up. I mean, I've been there. I've done that. It's fucking stupid. Mustafa. I want one of my next spiritual ventures to be learning tarot, mainly to guide myself, but eventually do some small private readings as a way to learn. Is this a good idea? Yeah, I don't see why not. Yep, starting a new journey. I think you're going to do it. I think you'll be successful at it. I mean, I personally don't like to read for myself. I feel like I can't get enough clarity. I feel like I'm too emotionally invested in it. So I rather have somebody else do it for me. But if you're comfortable with it, once you start to get to know the cards and you start to understand how it works or how you feel with it, you make that decision. I think that just in general, you would be excellent at it. How are we here? MEAC 503, General. Got happiness coming in. Happiness comes in around your world. You've got feeling a little bit less burdened and heading over to the happy home, upgrading your home, spending time around your home, whatever it is, it's positive. Could even be changing homes. It does look like you're starting to feel a little bit more stable when it comes to money and finances. You might have some choices when it comes to finances, or it could be choices around jobs too, or how you make money. Celia, how does he feel, the Pisces, since we stopped talking? He feels like he's trying to move forward. Moving forward with his life. He may not be feeling happy about it. He's got the arguments card, but he feels like it's something he needs to do for himself, or he needs a break, or he needs time. So he feels that even though it may be sad, it's the best thing for him at this point, or that's what he needs. Vicky, general for the week ahead. You may have some divine timing, puts you at the right place at the right time this week. Feeling prepared, feeling persistent. Look out for an argument with somebody close to you. They may be an air sign, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. Intuition is heightened. Listen to your intuition. And you have a wish this week. Put it out into the universe. Flower Witch, why did Elle play the Mona Lisa song for me? You didn't ask? You didn't ask him why he played it? Like, where did he play it? But where did he play it? Were you alone with him and he said, I want you to hear the song? Did he dedicate it to you? Like, I don't know what the circumstances were. What it shows here, I don't know what the song is about, is that there's good karma and justice around. But you didn't say, why do you want me to hear it? Karma and justice. And then it shows too, balance, patience, and compassion. So, like, I can't tell you why somebody does something because I don't know. I don't know what the circumstances were. You know, like if I was in the car with somebody and I was like, "Oh, I want you to hear this new great song." It would be for me, I just want you to hear it cuz I like it. Like there wouldn't be a reason behind it. So, like, it was he dedicating it to you because he thought that it meant like the situation that they were talking about was like what's going on between you and this person, or is it just like I want you to hear this song because I like it? Because what it shows up is justice, which is good karma, patience, compassion. It also may be that he's saying that you need to have patience or that you need to have patience with the situation. But it's hard for me to say why somebody did something if I don't know what the context is. You know what I'm saying? Um, like I can't like I can't read into somebody's mind if I don't know exactly what is happening. The best that I would say is that he's telling you to have patience with the situation or have compassion towards the situation. There's good karma coming, if that makes sense. I don't know if that makes any sense. Flower, general for this week. General for this week. General for this week. Starting a new journey. That could be starting a new journey, or this also could be spontaneity that comes in this week. Either way, this is a pretty positive card to get. It leads you to success. Might be feeling a little disappointed about something. It's not the biggest deal. You move past it. Your intuition is heightened, and then life changes for the better this week. It looks like as you move forward, you may be working hard, school, work, whatever it is that you do all day. Eight of Pentacles. But the general feel for this week is pretty good. The Love Cup is here. Shweta, R's feelings towards me. Thinks that you're happy. Celebration around the situation. So this would basically be that he feels that you're a happy person or that you're normally very optimistic, easy to be around, constantly growing and changing, spiritually connected, very intuitive. He may think that you know how to stand up for yourself. You have very strong direction. You know where you're going. Thinks that you're attractive, stable, strong, courageous. He thinks pretty highly of you. Brenda, general. Hey, Dylan, what are you doing over there? You got some good karma coming in. Be prepared for it. Well, you will be prepared for it. It looks like you're heading towards all 10 cups being full, even if you're not there yet. Feeling like all the hard work that you've put out into your career, your job, work, whatever it is that you do all day, school is finally starting to come back to you. Seeing the fruits of your labor come into fruition. Cause for celebration comes in relatively soon, and you're about to embark on a personal transformation. If you're not with anyone right now, you got a Capricorn coming in that could be very significant. You also have a Pisces. You're growing, changing, evolving for the better, and intuition is heightened. Happiness comes in with the sun. Elsa, can you tell me my twin flames' real actions towards me this week? I don't believe in the twin flame thing. Um, and I don't know how you know that this person is your twin flame, and I don't know who we're talking about. So if you could just be a little bit clearer, like, are you in a relationship with this person? Is this someone who you're just naming to be your twin flame? Did somebody else tell you it was? Like, have you met this person? Or are you just hoping to call this person in? Like, it's very hard with, like, when people say things like twin flames and divine masculine, it's like, it's like, where are we getting that notion from? Because, I mean, are you just dating the guy that you met yesterday? You're like, I need to know, like, exactly who it is we're talking about for me to really be able to get into it. Otherwise, it's like, I feel like it's not, it won't be accurate. Julie, when will I have sex again? Boy. Sometime this week. Should be sometime this week, within the next 6 days. Gabby, why was B so quiet around me yesterday? Yeah. You can ask a different question or just tell me who you're talking about. Like how Mustafa says, my future wife. Like, is this somebody who we don't know who they are? We're waiting for them to come in. Is it somebody that you're dating? Is it the guy down the street? You know what I'm saying? Because people go to readers. Like, I get this all the time. Somebody goes to a reader and they're like 17 years old and they don't have a lot of experience, and they come back to me and they'll be like, well, this reader told me he's my twin flame. And I'm like, I don't buy it. I don't believe it. But if the person says, I've been dating Joe from high school and I want to know what's going on or where we're going next, I can get into the situation a little bit better. Twin flame shit is like, it's very far out there, and I don't feel like most of us call them in. And if we do, like, this is what I was told. When your twin flame shows up, you don't ever have to question it. It's just something that you just know. It's just there. So if you're questioning it, it's not your twin flame. Do I believe that? I don't even know if I believe that. I also don't believe that we realize it at the time. Like, you may feel strongly about somebody, but a lot of times, I hate to say this, people are really attracted to people that spark in them something that they can't have. And that's why they think, oh, well, this is it. And then they go to a reader who tells them, well, he's the chaser and you're the runner and you are supposed to run after him. And that's how a twin flame relationship works. And then I have to tell somebody that, no, that's not how, that's not love. That's not how it's supposed to work. You're not supposed to chase somebody around and have them tell you for 8 years that they don't want to be with you because somebody told you that. I don't believe that. And I feel like there's a fine line between like what reality is and then what we want to believe. You know, like, is anything possible? Yeah, everything is possible. I mean, I dated somebody when I was 20. Is it possible for me to end up with him? I could be 50 years old. I could be 70 years old. I could end up with him. We could run into each other. But would I want to put my life on hold right now, waiting for the day that I run into somebody I dated when I was 20? You know what I mean? So you want to kind of live in the moment because all we really have is now. Anyway, that's aside. Was being so quiet around me yesterday. Relax, Dylan. Something weighing on his mind that might have to do with work, school, or whatever he does all day. I don't know if this is a guy. Doesn't matter. Whoever B was. Seven of Pentacles is feeling like, you know what? I put in a whole lot of effort and I just am not seeing anything. You know, I'm not seeing the fruits of my labor coming up. And it's something that's weighing hard on this person's mind. They feel a little bit unsuccessful, a little bit out of balance. It's sort of taking a toll on them. I think it's normal some days to have days like that. So I think that's okay. If it persists, you know, I'm a big communication person. I would ask. I would just ask, hey, what's going on? Jealousy advice. Jealousy is, and I say it all the time, it's fear, right? So whatever, like, whenever you're afraid of something, that fear can manifest very quickly. So I can give you a really great example. I used to have a wicked crush years ago on the bartender down the street. He wanted nothing to do with me. Nothing. He didn't find me attractive, didn't want to date me, wanted nothing to do with me. Um, and now I look back on the situation, it's going back a while. Um, the more that I was there, the more that I thought that we were friends or that we were going to click at some point, I think the more he resented my presence. Anyway, just watching what went on, I used to see a lot of like really attractive young girls go in there and hit on him, and he never really seemed to be interested in any of them. Now, I don't know what he was doing in his personal life. I wasn't there all the time, but it just seemed like, and I would be very jealous, like really jealous. And like my friend that I used to go with used to be like, well, he's not paying her any attention. She may come in and she may be like talking to him and flirting with him, but he's not paying her any attention. But I would feel that jealousy. So the way that it manifested in my reality, or so they say, is that eventually somebody did come in who he wound up being involved with, and she wasn't the type that I would have picked. Like in my head, these young girls who I thought were attractive, he wasn't attracted to. But the person that came in that he was attracted to, I never would have put the two of them together. I just wouldn't have seen it. They didn't, I don't know. I don't know. But who the hell am I? But anyway, this is what was going out into the universe for me, right? So this is what came back to me. He wound up marrying her. And fine, like who cares? I don't care. I got over that situation fast. We were never involved. We were never a couple. There was nothing. It was just some kind of crush I had in my mind. But the point is that all of that jealousy and all that stuff went out into the universe, and it tortured me. Not only did it torture me, but it came back to me so fast, where this other woman came in, and I was heartbroken. Number one, what are you heartbroken about? You weren't with this guy. You were never together. This was just something that you dreamed up in your own head. And you sent out all this fear and anxiety, which came back to you. So, what was the whole point of that? It comes back to self-worth. So once again, whenever you're jealous of something, it's coming back to us. Like what's going on inside us. Like what is it that makes me feel like, well, she's prettier than me, or she's taller than me, she's thinner than me, he likes her more, he likes her more, he likes her more, he likes her more. Okay, so what? So what? So maybe he does like her more, but what? That doesn't have anything to do with me and my self-worth. So why was that jealousy? Like, I mean, it was like a burning flame that came right out of my gut and like out my ears. When meanwhile, it's like he wasn't even anybody that was really in my life. Like he was the bartender. But I think that young people tend to go through this, like that jealousy thing, or that needing validation. Like, I got a new haircut. What did he think of the haircut? I hate to tell you this. Most of the time, guys don't notice. They just don't. Guys know you look hot. That's what they know, but they may not know. Now, you might change something. If you always wear pale lipstick and then all of a sudden you wear dark lipstick, they may be like, you look hot. But they don't know that you should wear Merlot colored lipstick or you should wear peach colored. They don't know. But yet we scrutinize over these little things. Why? Because then we feel validated when somebody says, oh, you look hot. Okay, yeah, me and every other ass that walks down the street is hot. That's just how it is. But so what is it about us with that? With that jealousy always comes back to our self-worth. Somebody is jeopardizing our self-worth or how we feel. And that jealousy comes back to you, always, whoever it is. So getting to the bottom of what it is that's being brought up in you. And for me, it was self-worth. I mean, I have a huge problem with self-worth. I'm getting a little bit better as I get older, but I'm still not there yet. So whatever the jealousy is that, somebody makes more money than you. Money is often self-worth, or like someone drives a nicer car, self-worth. Somebody is thinner, fatter, has a bigger ass, smaller ass, blonder hair, whatever, blacker hair, it doesn't matter, curlier hair, straighter hair, whatever it is. What is it? Because it's bringing up something in you. Very interesting that I had gone out running once, and I was up by this school, and there were like little kids playing, and there was like 3 little girls, and 2 girls had regular straight hair. Like they had nothing done to it. It was just like regular hanging down. And one girl had this big head of curly hair, and I was like, oh, that girl's got great hair. And it was very interesting because as I came around the cul-de-sac, I was like, very funny that I love that little girl's hair, but I hate my curly hair. How come? Why is that curly hair so pretty on that little girl, but on me, I hate it? Comes back to some kind of an issue I have in myself. Same thing. It's the same thing. So think about it. There's something that's inside you, and when you figure it out, it'll go away. And because whatever it is that's causing the jealousy, it's something that's inside you. That's a self-worth thing. Like, what are you envious of? Because if you're envious of something, it's something that you feel that you're lacking, and you're not. You're not lacking it. You just think you are. So it's interesting. It's very interesting. Think about it, because when it hits you, then it goes away. It's like, okay, all right, now I get it. And then you can tell yourself, no, it's not true, because it's not. Flower. How will Elle feel if I invite him to hang out this week? Feels good. Six of Cups would be you're going to get success. The situation could move forward. The world is at your feet. I think it would be positive. Mustafa emailed me a question. All right, let's check. It's funny how sometimes... There we go. I got it. How will the love ritual I'm performing on Miriam affect her feelings and behavior towards me? Okay, let's see. Those things usually take some time. You may not see success for some time. Actually, she may even pull back even further in the beginning, but that's okay. It's going to be slow and steady, and then out of the blue, like a bolt of lightning, here she comes. So you're going to have to give it time. Divine timing, the most frustrating thing in the whole world, brings balance back to this situation. So you might not see anything for a while, a couple of weeks, maybe a couple of months. And then all of a sudden, she kind of turns a corner where she's going to be interested. I think if you pull your energy back and you kind of disappear a little bit, she's going to notice that. She's going to come looking. She's going to be intrigued by it. Nabrisha, why did CJ cut me off? It's a control thing. I don't like Emperor in reverse. It's controlling and manipulating. So this person cut you off maybe because they want you to work harder for their attention. And it's going to be slow and steady wins the race. They also may be feeling a little bit out of control, and it's a way for them to control things. I don't like people that are control hungry like that. Somebody else shouldn't want to control your life. They should only be in control of their own life. And it's like, it was a control thing. I'm going to cut you off before you cut me off. I'm calling the shots. Julie, is R or someone else I'm having sex with? Okay, is it R? Am I having sex with R this week? %70 chance yes, that you're having sex with R. The timing comes up this week. I would say give it a week to 10 days. Also, why didn't Alex choose me? Will I meet my future husband soon? Well, once again, when you're in the energy of I need to be the chosen one, you need to pick me, that's when you don't get picked. Because it's like desperate, needy energy. Will I meet my husband soon? %70 chance yes, you do, and you start a new journey soon. So once again, this whole like going back to like being chosen, that's like me sitting at the bar. I wanted to be the chosen one. And the person that got chosen was somebody who wasn't sitting there in that energy needing to be picked. Like that's just how the energy works. The person that cares least, that has the least energy involved in the situation is always the most attractive. It's like the person that's always there is least attractive. Like, um, it's just the way the energy works. It's like we all want what we can't have. We all want mystery. We all like nobody wants what's in front of them all the time. It's just that's just the way energy works. Um, it's just how it goes. So the more that you put yourself in a situation where you have to pick me or her, me or her, me or her, then she gets chosen because she doesn't feel that way. If she does and she's more desperate, then it's not going to work for her either. Then there'll be a third party, a third choice. It's just that that's the way it goes. I would have had a better chance with that bartender if I stopped sitting there watching all the women and if I got fucking lost and showed up every once in a blue moon. But I was there all the time thinking that I don't know what I don't know what I was thinking. I don't know what I was thinking. I was a typical young girl, 21, whatever, that thought that, I was going to make a relationship happen with, and then also you have to look at it like the bartender, right? So once again, it's like the rock star, the bartender. I want his attention. There's only one of him. There's a lot of us. There's a lot of me's, but I want him to choose me. I want him to choose me. I want him to, and then what happens? No, who winds up with him? Someone who never spent any time hanging out there, never saw her before. That's the way energy works. It's sucky, but that's just how it is. Priscilla, what could happen between me and Antonio and timing? I mean, there could be more communication that happens before the end of the. All right, let's see. I think it's working now. Okay. So between now and the end of the year, there looks like there could be more communication coming in, but it doesn't look like a relationship develops. It doesn't look like much happens other than communication between now and the end of the year. Mustafa. I don't see it yet, so let me do Julie. R told me yesterday that he doesn't want me around him. Is he telling me the truth? No, he's not telling you the truth. Does R not want me around him? No. No, but I would give the situation space. So if it's gotten to that point, that's when I would pull my energy way back, not put in any more effort, take a step back, and then see what happens. Because the energy right now is he's getting resistant. There's resistance here. If somebody's telling you, I don't want you around me, whether or not they're lying or not, the words are still coming out and it's already starting to build resistance. So I would pull your energy way back. Serena, what are the Aries feelings for me? Aries thinks that you're successful, hardworking, kind, grounded, down to earth, loyal, serene, peaceful, attractive, intriguing, mysterious, passionate, and attractive. Gabby, how does A perceive me? How does A perceive me? Thinks that you're successful, hardworking, well balanced, that you have like you come off with a pretty healthy self-esteem and like you're pretty secure, well balanced, happy, successful, hardworking, attractive. Balance comes up again. Lucky, constantly growing and transforming. You come off well. This person perceives you well. Also, can you describe my future husband? Well, I think that the thing is that you're very focused on your husband and who you're going to marry. But what if you have 3 relationships before you meet that person? Like everybody tends to get very somebody will go out on a date and they'll be like, okay, we're gonna get married and have kids, and I'm like, can you get to date number 2? Like sometimes the person that we marry is not the best relationship that we have. So it's not all about who you're going to marry if you haven't gotten there yet. I mean, we can look into him, but what he may be like 5 years away, and you might date somebody really great tomorrow, and then feel like, well, he's not a businessman, so this must not be my husband. You know, I hate to do that, especially to women. Men are a little bit different when it comes to marriage, usually. But all right, let's see. Future husband should be intuitive, grounded, stable, down to earth, loving, and kind. Very creative. He may have a creative hobby or he may have a very creative type job. He's a very strong person, doesn't stand for any bullshit. Spiritually connected, so he should either have a religion or a spiritual practice that means a lot to him. Love cup is full. He's very loving, very kind, but it's not that it has to be on his terms, but if he doesn't get what he wants out of the situation, he leaves and there's no going back. He's not someone that really gives second chances. When he's done, he's done. He's very respected, and he has a lot of respect for people, and respect means a lot to him. He also may love to travel. Anyhow. But, like, I hate to say things like that. When people are like, who am I going to marry? And I'm like, well, Sagittarius comes up. And then they don't want to date anybody else until they find a Sagittarius. It's not all about who you marry. It's all about the journey that you take to go through life. It's not just about one person. Some people get married 3 or 4 times. And I hate to say this, those people may be a lot happier than the one person that gets married at 20 and never gets divorced and never knows anything, you know? Like sometimes, when I was younger, I used to feel like, I worked with one girl, only had one boyfriend. Well, actually 2, but this girl, I mean, she was with him from 14. They never broke up, never dated anyone else. I don't even think they've ever had an argument. And I used to be I was like, oh, she's so lucky. But the older I get, I'm like, I don't know if I think that she's so lucky, because she never really got to experience, different things, different people, different situations. Never learned the ups and downs of love. And I feel like that's very, it's stable, but not a whole lot of, I don't know. Just looking back on it now, I don't for my kid, I would not want her to marry the first person that she dated. I would want her to experience a couple of different things before she got married. And if she got married and wasn't happy with him, I would want her to get divorced and find somebody else. Where I think if you would have spoken to me years ago, I would have said the opposite. I would have been like, oh, I hope that she meets the boy next door and that they live happily ever after. I don't feel that way anymore. Not with life experience. I feel like go out there, experience things. See what's out there. Don't sit at home waiting for, whoever you think at that moment is the one, because we've all been there thinking, oh, this is the one. Never going to love anyone like I love this one. And meanwhile, that's not true, but that's how you feel in the moment. I know, I've been there. I also think that for myself, if I could go back, I would have experienced more. I would have put it out there a little more and given other people chances that I wouldn't. Anyhow, Mustafa, after a few weeks, when I caught up in pool, I will perform a series of rituals to punish the woman who did black magic on me. Will she feel my spiritual assaults? Wow. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yes, she will. It might take her a moment to figure it out, but she'll feel it. Let me go back up to the top. Fati Fati general reading. General reading. You got success coming in when you don't hold yourself back. Listen to your intuition. You have the magician. You can manifest just about anything you want. Focus on what you want, not what you don't want. Balance is coming into your life, and you're starting to see the fruits of your labor pay off. Laying down the law, setting up boundaries, stepping into your own power brings in a love connection, possibly with a Taurus. I got it. My ear is itching. Also, who's coming towards me soon is an Aquarius and a Gemini. You got two coming soon, relatively soon. Did I miss one from Gabby? Spiritual advice. You want that? I got it. Here. I really want to paint my nails today. I don't ever paint my nails, but I don't know. I'm feeling like painting my nails. I just do a really shitty job. And I feel like they chip pretty fast, but I don't know. I'm going to do my nails. Nine of Earth. Enjoying life's little luxuries, spending quiet time alone, successful self-employment. King of Water, trustworthy, compassionate, respected, and cultured. Open your heart and mind to those around you. Trustworthy and heartfelt advice. The Page of Earth, scholarly, dependable, patient, and successful. Good news about financial matters. Wanting to do something more challenging, a new area of study. Mustafa. Will the stupid evil woman I'm performing rituals on against find out I'm punishing her, and will she fight back? She may try to fight back, yeah. It's like my earring holes are itchy. I haven't even worn earrings in a while. Maybe I should wear earrings. Maybe that's a sign to put earrings in. Mary M. Is the chapter closed between me and the Capricorn, or is there still something left to come between us? Okay. Is there still more to come between us? Yeah, there is more to come. There should be more to come. Maybe it might be a little bit down the road. Jay Lissa, when is my ex going to reach out? Might be a while. It may not be until towards the end of the year, sometime this winter. Mustafa. Should I perform rituals regularly to punish this woman, or should I leave things be? I would leave things be if it were up to me, but let's see. Should I leave things be? I would leave things be. You got 70% chance to leave things be. I would work more on protecting myself rather than trying to harm somebody else. I feel like the vibration of that is higher, and rather to protect yourself rather than harm somebody, because then she may retaliate. I would just focus on yourself, and then, let her have to deal with her own shit. The Golden Girls are on in there. They're so funny. uh, Valentina. How'd the Pisces feel when he found out that I was with another guy last night? Felt a little bit worried. A little bit curious, a little bit worried, concerned. Jess J, may I have a general for today? General for Jess J today. Could be starting a new journey, maybe feeling a little bit more stable, possibly spending time with a Virgo. Or this could also be spending time alone, turning in and focusing on yourself, like spending time thinking about what it is that I need to take care of myself. That then brings in growth, transformation, personal growth, transformation, and evolution. Intuition today is heightened. Elsa, will Drew pursue me? Okay, let's see. %70 chance, yes, he pursues you. That goes up even higher if he's a Sagittarius. If he's not a Sagittarius, you might need to have a little bit of patience with the situation, but I think that he does come forward. Sarah, what's coming in October? What's coming in October for Sarah? Hard work. Hard work, 8 of Pentacles, brings in success and happiness and a personal growth and transformation. Elsa, career advice, please. You got some respect coming in around work, and your career is going to move forward. So whatever it is that you do for a living, you may have felt like it was like slow, stagnant, not going anywhere, but now things are going to pick up the pace. There may be a creative project around you or a creative hobby that you have that you could use to make extra money in on the side. It may be your passion, and it could turn into a side business. You have a wish, put it out into the universe. You have good fortune and good luck coming in around your career or side business. There's an opportunity for you at some point to start a side business, and that could be bring in some good karma through perseverance, but you might be undecided about it. It might not be happening just yet, but that it might come to you like a bolt of lightning. You know, like, hey, I don't know, I tie-dye t-shirts. Maybe I can make a side business out of it. You know, something like that. It's something creative, something that you may be able to really put your heart and soul into, aside from whatever it is that you do all day for a living. Flower, possible relationship outcome between me and Elle. Right now, it looks like things, you're not seeing a lot of justice around the situation, or he may have lack of perseverance, not putting in a lot of hard work, not feeling very successful, maybe feeling a little bit like there is not much interest romantically. But at some point, it might change because he stops holding himself back, and he's a little bit more prepared to come forward, which brings in cause for celebration. I'm not seeing a whole lot of love here. I'm not seeing a lot of romantic love here, but there is opportunity at some point for the relationship to grow, change, and evolve. It might take a while. It might not happen right away. I don't know where you are in the relationship right now. If you're just friends, I would say you're going to just be friends for a little while. And then maybe around the end of the year, towards the beginning of next year, you may have an opportunity for things to move forward more. Anthony, does the Cancer know that I graduated? She does know, and she thinks that that's great and that your life is moving forward. Sonia, general relationship between me and my father. This relationship maybe has caused you stress, or maybe he's a very difficult personality. Things may be a little bit out of balance, and there may be a lot of indecision around the situation. Things could improve. You may be feeling disappointed by him. You may feel like he's a little impatient. Things can improve slow and steady if you are willing to put the time and effort in. You could have a new beginning with him or a new journey. Cappy, love reading. Perseverance and hard work brings in success around love. Listen to your intuition. Divine timing pushes your love life forward with a Pisces or a creative type if you're not with anyone right now. Soulmate relationship comes in that brings in growth and transformation to your life. If you are with someone right now, a creative project between you and your current partner deepens your bond. I know it sounds crazy, but sometimes things like that, you know, it's like two people spending time alone together, like painting the house. It's like a bonding experience because you're both working on it together. Brings the relationship to the next level. Your love life should be changing for the better quickly with the 8 of Wands. Alrighty. Let's cut off the super chats. And I will answer for the moderators, and then I'll come back on tonight. And if anybody needs privates, you can email me. I should be around for most of the day. I am running out, but I'll be around for most of the day. Anyhow, look at that Dylan over there sleeping like that. I gotta go squeeze his head. Be wise. Does my boss realize that my coworker A is manipulating things to get her in her favor? Yeah, she realizes it and she doesn't appreciate it. Universe, may I please have a finance reading for next month? Finances improve. You have choices around finances when you listen to your intuition. Be careful of this earthly pleasure, maybe soaking up extra money. Now, this could be anything from partying, going out, spending money like that, or it could be shopping. Like this could be saying you would have a lot more money if you stopped shopping. Either way, it does look like finances are improving. Just watch out for this. Could be overspending someplace that you don't realize. Like maybe you're paying for Netflix every month and you don't even watch it. Or you're paying for, I don't know, whatever. You know, and like there may be extra money in your budget that you're just not seeing. You know, maybe you're spending $5 every day on coffee. You know, like I'll spend like however much it is to go have a reading done, but I won't spend $5 on coffee. But, you know, anyhow. Sarah, what will the Aquarius do with me after our meeting? I just saw him on the street for 10 minutes. He's going to want to see you again. He's got a wish around the situation. The situation transforms. So this weekend may have been a bust because the weather was bad, but you'll have another chance. There's no doubt about that. Mel, general for the week. You could be spending some nice time with. Come on with this. Why is it buffering? It's buffering, pissing me off. I don't know if it's okay. Before I start, let me know if it's working. I think it's because the phones here is working. It's fucking horrible. All right. It's okay. All right. So this is what's going on this week. Spending time with an earth sign, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. No longer holding yourself back, feeling like the fruits of your labor are finally starting to pay off. Perseverance takes you to the next level. Seven of Pentacles in reverse usually speaks of a work or business relationship. Four of Wands, spending time around your home, upgrading your home. Four of Wands is always positive. It even could be upgrading a current relationship if you're in one. Death, growth, and death, growth. The death card is growth and transformation coming to your life on a personal level. Brings in passion. Plus, you have the Ace of Pentacles. You could have a new business opportunity or a new business idea lined up, or something could come to you this week and you start to get that off the ground. I always thought that you were going to start your own business, and I think like the time is starting to approach. Or you at least maybe looking into it, inquiring, putting some effort into that. But I think that overall this week should be pretty decent. All right, I am going to go. I will see you guys a little bit later. And if anybody needs anything, feel free to email me. Have a good afternoon. Thank you all. Bye-bye.